जाता है कि नृत्य हमें जन्नत की ओर ले जाता है, चाहे जो कोई भी हमारी दिशा हो. Dancing faces us towards heaven, whichever the direction we turn. That is what Terry Gilmay once told us. Hi, I'm Amitha. Join me weekly as I chat with guests who will inspire us and discuss trending topics that will take us to our own destiny. आज हमारे साथ स्टूडियो में है एक ऐसा नौजवान इंडो कैनेडियन कलाकार जिन्होंने नृत्य को अपनी जन्नत बनाया है और बॉलीवुड की ओर ले गए हैं हमें. I welcome to the studio Mr. Gaurav Bhatti, the famous finalist from season 1 of Bollywood Star. Welcome to the show, Gaurav.
Thank you so much.
So excited to have you.
I'm excited to be here.
I used to get goosebumps watching your graceful dance moves on the season 1 of Bollywood Star.
That's really sweet of you.
So we all know the star Gaurav.
That's right.
But at the moment, we would like to know about the boy next door, Gaurav.
For sure.
So tell us a little bit about your upbringing, where it was, and how you came to be here.
Okay, well, a long time. I'm 25 years old right now.
25 years young.
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 That's right. Young. I am young, and I look younger than 25 also. Sometimes I get that. But yeah, I was born in India, in North Punjab and Jalandhar. To go in more in detail, and in a village called Bidipur. From there, I lived about 16 years there. From there, I traveled to Canada with my brother and family, and we came to Ottawa directly. I studied there my high school, and in high school, and then I did my Ottawa University, and I specialized in visual arts, as my degree. Sorry, not specialized more. I was working towards sculpture installation and performance art.
Interesting.
So that along with that, I was doing dance, which started around 2009 in September. And slowly I started taking more classical classes from my guru, my teacher, Savita Sharma in Ottawa, and her school name is Upasana. Upasana, the spirit of dance.
Spirit of dance.
That's
nice.
right. And some of my friends, actually, I used to do culture show, charity shows, and stuff like that. It wasn't a really dance. I never danced in India before, actually.
Oh, so was it a passion that was born after you moved to Canada, or?
I mean, as far as I remember, and my parents used to tell me that I used to jump around all the time. I mean, but as much I also remember from my childhood, I used to go in a room just to dance alone, because I guess back of my head, I wouldn't be accepted as dance. And then that's why I never got into it. I was always school stuff, and I wasn't really good at school. It wasn't my thing, but I never knew what was my thing in terms of study-wise, art-wise, or anything.
But it almost sounds like it was an innate passion, but it's almost like society had you mask it. Because you said you went to the room and...
I mean, I was young, so I wouldn't know exactly what it was or where it was hidden, right? But you can look at that in many ways. But where I used to live, and not any guy has dance, actually, actually nobody. It's really
Is it in the South Asian culture, you mean?
It's more, even that is more classical. I'm a classical dancer, getting still trained, and classical dancer or any artist still goes on and on and on. Like in terms of learning, artists never stop learning. So, and then I came here with few school friends, just started dancing, did culture show, did a charity show, started helping friends, and just more fun to connect with people, and just connecting with the roots at the same time, be able. But it was never I have planned to dance. This was going to happen. But then slowly along there, I met actually dancers. And from dancers, I went to explore. My friends took me to the dance school, where the Upasana, and then I learned from Savita Sharma for a few years, on and off. And then that's how it came to Toronto eventually, and something led me to come towards Bollywood Star, and that's where everything started. I mean, everything started beforehand. I used to do dance competitions and stuff in Toronto university level, South Asian culture shows, and NACS, North American culture show, dance competition, university international competition. I used to choreograph, direct the whole 10-minute segment into like a theme and stuff. And from there, that's how everything started continuing, everything overlapping.
So it sounds to me like a destiny which you were following. You told me about how dance was a medium to get into the culture.
That's right.
But then you discovered yourself through dance almost. It sounds
Basically,
like it.
yes, that's right. I wasn't really sure what I was doing at the same time. I was just going with it, and at the back, still like not being able to fully outsell myself. Like sometimes I would not tell my parents how I started dancing, started taking classes. Slowly came across like as a Kathak dancer or doing Kathak, it's a big thing for a Punjabi community, a guy doing it.
May I interrupt you for a second?
Yeah, sure.
Why not tell your parents? Was there fear?
Well, yes. I mean, and I would admit there is always a fear, and I see a lot of my dancer friends, or I see a lot of other friends who are not in a dance atmosphere, you know, like, because what it is like, you always been told when you're like young, like 4 or 5 years old, right? So parents, when a kid says, okay, I want to be this, they're like, okay, that's okay, you know, because they think it's okay to say okay. They don't realize how kids, like, from that time, they actually get into it, they take it serious. And when you're 25, you want to say, oh, I want to be an artist, or I want to be a dancer, and you're still scared to say it because you know what's the response going to be because of the society and stuff like that. But slowly over time, I didn't care as much.
We were talking about how you found yourself, so you almost found something within you that sparked. So then nothing outside maybe
it didn't really
matter anymore?
Matter anymore. I mean, over time, I'm like, people were saying, oh, you're so good in this, or you're so good in this. But I will say thank you very much. But at the back of my head, I'm like, always like, I don't know what I'm like, is it exactly this is what I want to follow? At the same time, I loved art, like visual art, like I paint and sculpt and stuff. But at the same time, there was this whole other thing that it's still sticking around me. Like, I'm not able to send it away, like push it away or anything. It was still there. Like, things were just like going along with it. And talking about when you're 25 years old, right? You say you want to be an artist. Parents will start, well, as much I know from South Asian community side, talking on that behalf, would say it would be more about being realistic. Not have a dream, you know.
Like professions, okay, be a doctor, a lawyer, engineer,
and
make money, have status in society.
And which is true. It's funny because there are some parents who have kids who wants to be doctors and engineer, but their parent will be opposite. They're like, oh, get into arts. You know, people, I know my friends, their parents, it's the choices. Not many been not taught to make their own decision because it's not that they don't love them. It's the unconditional love that they have for them.
I think it's more the love that is
it causing. Is the love, and I wouldn't say it's not. Well, every parent loves their kids. It's just they get scared. Parents get scared. If my kid doesn't do this, he's gonna not have a house, he's going to have this. They will spend hundreds of dollars to put it into the medical, to this or that, you know.
To give that stable life,
and push them away from dance.
Yes.
But at the end, you're just kind of not teaching them how to trust on themselves, to listen to their inner voice. You just letting them to go try this, try that. Nothing has been said, and they're not liking anything, you know. And it might look like right now I'm talking about because I'm young, I'm supporting that.
But you're validated. You have made your own mark. So
I mean, yes, I did. And my parents was the same thing, actually. Even there was a time I had a fear, I had a doubt on myself. Even to do visual arts was a big deal. It wasn't a big fuss at home or hangama, but it was a big thing at the same time for me because
so you had challenges too then.
Internally, I'm like challenging myself all the time. Having friends around who were really supportive. It's about the circle also, who you have around, the positivity, or people support you for who you are, the way you are, what do you do? Like, they love you no matter what, and they support you, they push you. I had people like that around me. My parents are not as like, oh, you have to do this. They're pretty supportive. And it's not just about me or my parents. It's about everybody I'm talking here. So I somehow over time overcame. Internally, I guess it wasn't me, the dance. It came. I kept dancing. Nothing could stop. I could stay up late nights, do it, like go over it. Like nothing will stop me.
Yeah, there was something that, like we said, sparked within you, and then there was no stopping.
That's right.
Yes, and thereafter, have your parents now, seen that spark in you? Okay, now Gaurav is happy. He has found his true self. So are they more supportive now?
I would say, I think they're more supportive. Definitely, they're more supportive. But that's the thing, right? When you show results, there will be some sort of support. You will get it. Like, you'll see the results. Some parents just want to see the results. They're like, do whatever you want, but just show the results. Like, my dad and my mom is like that. Do anything, but make sure you do it. Like, work hard on it.
So in the end, like, once they see, their loved ones, as you said, they have unconditional love for their kids. Once they see that their kids are in a better place, I think they also let go of their fears and probably accept it.
You're right.
Better.
Like, and you know the word you said, fear. I want to say something about that. And this is not for parents. This is for people and dancers, students,
whether
or like kids, friends,
or kids.
Everybody. Like, I would tell to everybody, right? That the fear is born when they are born in that certain society. It's not just that, actually. It's about you, person. It's like, if you believe it, if you have it, if you think you can do this, you will have to work hard for it. Nothing you can get easy, and that's said. Whether it's art, whether it's engineering, whether it's doctor, not like anything you do, right? But what important is like, if you really want it, you have to work hard for it, obviously. But you have to actually believe it, imagine it, that it can happen. So then, if you can accept who you are and what you want to do, then it becomes easy for you to explain your parents, to stand up for yourself. And when you're working hard, you can say, okay, I'm working hard, I'm showing you results, this is happening, see, I'm doing it, I'm gonna keep showing it. So some people won't, even parents will still not agree with it. Because as an artist, I'm gonna agree, like, you know, you don't get a whole lot of money at the same time.
Yeah, it is a struggling field, but I think artists like yourself, like,
right.
actually can make a difference. You found your inner self.
That's right.
Your parents are now supporting you.
That's right.
Amazing. You have made a journey to Bollywood star event. So tell us a little bit about that journey.
It was a funny thing, the way it happened. It was in Ottawa. Something happened in personal life, and I'm like, what to do now, kind of thing. I had a job and everything. And I'm like, this thing is there. I always wanted to do it. But there was this fear of it, whether I want to do it, whether I'm not good enough. But then, I don't know, this voice came just like, okay, just go for it. I took the 1 a.m. bus. I got there at 6 a.m. in Toronto. Dad picked me up, brought straight to the audition, and 6:30 I got in the line. And then from there, that taking that step, overcoming your own thing, like you thinking about what, if I go on the TV, I don't do good, what society is going to think? Oh, what my parents going to think? Oh, I don't know how I'm going to be, I should have prepared for it. But this time was like, stop doubting yourself. Just go for it. I got selected for...
You went beyond selection, the finalists,
so
one of the finalists.
When this top 16, you had to go, after the top 16, you had to come to Toronto, and then you had to shoot here, and then from there, you had to shoot the music video you
Let's dance more. 1, 2, 3, 4, get on the dance floor. Booty shake the booty, shake the top and go hardcore. Show it out, hit it, hit the party, hit it, give me, give me, give me, give me, give me, give me from more. 1, 2, 3, 4, get on the dance floor. Booty shake the booty, shake the top and go hardcore.
And then from there, I was just like, I had to make a decision, because if I wanted to go India, I can't get off from work. I'm like, okay, you know, if you can give me, I'm sorry, like, I have made top 16, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna make further. I need time to practice. I need to go over my things. Acting was not my forte, so but I had to work hard for it. So I just quit. you know. And I'm like, there's nothing. I don't have to think about it. So I just did it. And then
Any regrets about
Oh
that?
no, no
Okay, there you
regrets,
go.
no
Okay.
regret. I never regret about any decision I
said.
make because
said.
things are done. Focusing more on Bollywood star, taking that action, just going for it, like without thinking much about it. It just like gave me more confidence, and it showed me that it doesn't matter. Like you will never know what's right and wrong. You just have to do it. Like you have to do it and try it. And if you don't succeed, nothing happens. And if you fail, it's not like you're a failure. You learn something. So
Well
you know,
said, yeah.
you know,
Without failure, there is no growth.
exactly. I feel like the more you fail, the more you grow. I embrace like failure, to be honest with you.
You heard it from Gaurav. Take that message, that inspirational message that he has bestowed upon you today, and it's about following your heart, being your true self.
That's right.
Tell us a little bit more where we can find more of you. I know Bollywood is waiting to
Yeah,
have
that's right.
you, but I know you have a dance company from, I may say, Jannat.
right.
Tell
That's
us a
right.
little bit about that.
Jannat was founded in 2011 by 4 people. One was myself, co-founder, and then another was, these are all my friends actually, and we just wanted to create something. So second is Safat Al-Mansur. He's another guy who does Bolly hop. I do combination semi-classical and classic Bollywood, you know. And the third is Karina Karmakar. She is a classical choreographer she does a combinations of Odissi, Kathak, Bharatanatyam, like she combines stuffs together. And the other choreographer, her name is Mahajabeen Chasani, and she is a Bharatanatyam choreographer. So we just decided to one day, we have been thinking we all are different in terms of styles, but our passion, our vision is the same. We never had one team or anything. We just working together for many years, like 3-4 years we were working. And from there, we just decided to just sit down one day and discuss. And we're like, oh, we want Jannat. Why the name is Jannat Performing Art? And
For viewers, Jannat means heaven.
And Jannat means heaven. That's right. And that was one of the reason was because like you will see a lot of teams, a lot of things. There's like, especially South Asian teams, I would say, and it's just like it's really about making peace and about learning experience that we made it. It's not like strictly, oh, this is the way it's supposed to be, this is what people want. No, we're exploring art. We're exploring all these styles that we learned and we combine together, work together. And then our main purpose is to put a lot of productions.
Okay, like dance production?
Dance production
Okay.
with the acting and dance production.
Oh, so like
That's
a
right.
musical almost.
Musical, that's
Okay.
right, like Adana Chale and all that kind of stuff. We wanted to do concentrate on like bringing the society issues, like
Nice.
like
Okay,
society issue through the dance and stuff like that. Everybody loves the entertainment aspect of it, but I think at the same time it's really important. Through this art, we can show it so many other aspects of it too, and it doesn't have to be issues related to India or Pakistan or Bangladesh. We are different people from different
Yes, I
cultures
hear
too.
it's like a
And
fusion.
so,
It
but
depends.
we want to concentrate on like a universal ideas of problems that are having, the issues that we have to come across. And that's what Jannat is. And then we want to create peace through dance. And
Amazing.
then
And I know it will be a success because
That's
it's
right.
the same passion
Yeah.
that everybody has and
That's
you're coming
right.
together as one.
And that's why we all are helping each other, and that's the way it is. Help you, and this is for everybody also. Be around people who are there to push you, and make sure those people at the same time pushing you in a right direction, and you put yourself into an atmosphere that is positive, and that's what you will get, and then that's what you give back to other people.
Very well said. There you go, viewers.
And that's what we have, and we've been working for past 3 years on it, on and off. Sometimes things came up, dancers had to leave university,
Life.
and the life changes, the plan changes. But definitely, productions will be happening. We are planning to have more than 80 dancers for production,
Amazing.
hundreds of costumes, and
So tell our viewers about the website so we can find out more.
Yes.
We'll have links up, but we'll hear it from the mouth of the star.
well, there's a website at
Yes.
janatperformingarts.com, and that's where you're gonna find most of our links for myself, for other choreographers and dancers. You'll be able to see most of the videos also, And then if you YouTube it at Gender Performing Arts, you'll be able to see a
Amazing.
lot of videos. Gender Performing Arts also does like a lot of shows, and we have performed Toronto, Ottawa, Montreal. Basically, those are the cities that we have target at the moment, and we're willing to do it more. We do all sort of stuff like wedding. We do wedding performances, conferences
So it's
in Ottawa.
all in one.
It's all in one.
All in one.
Yes, that's right.
Well, what I hear, Gaurav, is the spiritual person who has used dance or even painting, sculpture as a medium to find himself, now is taking it from within himself, taking it out to the world, spreading it through the medium of dance, and I'm sure we will be seeing you in Bollywood soon.
Definitely.
Thank you so much, Gaurav,
Thank
for
you so
coming and
much.
sharing your spotlight
No
with us.
worries. Even with you, it was great talking and
Yes,
like.
I felt very at ease with you because you have this spiritual, positive energy about you.
I mean, yeah, exactly. It's about the choices you make, who you want to be around with, how you're gonna do it. It's nobody. It's you. You cannot blame your parents. You cannot blame anybody. Actually, it's your fear that you have to overcome. You have to be strong enough to make your own decision. There's nobody else can help you. So be strong and get on it.
Thank you very much,
No
Gaurav.
worries. Thank you.
There you have it, viewers. Gaurav, who has taught us that we do have the true inner power to find our inner self, make ourselves happy, and then achieve our own spotlight. That's a wrap for this week. Continue to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and write to me with your suggestions for future topics and future guests. And remember, we will be bringing you guests who will inspire and discuss topics that are trending so that we can achieve our own destiny. This is Amitha signing off, but with a word of wisdom. As the great Mahatma Gandhi once said, as human beings, the greatness is not in being able to remake the world, because that's a myth of atomic age. The greatness lies in being able to remake ourselves.